Another beautiful morning out here at the river house. We're about to unload the most ridiculous contraption in the world. If you haven't seen the video of this thing running in the back of this truck, you need to. Yeah, just watch it. Anyways, it turns out Dad's intuitions are right. There's a hole in that tire, so I'm gonna try to get it off here before we're down on the rim completely. Ooh, I love that smell. This is actually my mother-in-law's truck. It is the single most stripped down version of a Chevrolet S10 I think it's possible to get. Steering column doesn't move, and it's right down in your business, so it can only be driven by elves and dwarves. It only had an AM radio. I put the FM radio in for her. Gosh, what else does it have? Manual windows. The wipers don't have delay, so there's no delay on them. Oh man, it's just, yeah. And it was her baby. It had never had anything in the back in its entire life. And now it's got this and holes cut in it and everything else. Oh man, it got a small ding and the insurance company totaled it because they looked at the thing and went, haha, no. So, yeah. Hey, it runs. It's got the 2.8. Dad rebuilt it for her like 10 years ago, so there's like 40,000 miles on the 2.8. It hasn't run in like 5 years. It hasn't been licensed since 2005. So this is great. It's only got brakes on the front wheels, except for the parking brake, which sort of works. So anyways, yeah, let's get this bad boy off of here. Uh-oh. Sounds like it's not running right. Oh, that gas. That's such bad gas. I'm gonna go stand on the other side. So we've already been a little bit of busy bees. Solid rubber block suspension. I've taken the cover off the slew gear on the link belt and pumped a bunch of grease in there. I just wanted to confirm all the really ugly, nasty things that could come up and bite me later had been addressed with my own two eyes. So in the last few days, we've switched out all the planetary drive gear oil, which was pretty rough, but not horrible. Well, it was horrible, but not catastrophic. Does that make sense? No glitter herpes in there. And now I've looked at the slew gear, which is the big ring gear that spins the thing around, and no rust. It's not greasy enough in there, but there's no rust. So I only had about half a tube of grease left, so I pumped that in. So anyways, I want to get this thing off the truck before that tire is on the ground, and then I don't know, prop her up on the jack or something till I can get a new one. I need 15-inch Chevrolet wheels. These are 14s, and the only 14s we had with it are their car tires, so they just cannot handle the weight now. We've jacked the suspension up and shoved it full of rubber blocks. So anyways, I got some big old 15s I gotta stick on there, and I think all of our Pokemon hop thing will go away. But I want to get that off. There's an old I-beam I want to dig out of the scrap metal pile on the other side of the truck so that I can use it like a giant scraper to help grade up there. Then I don't know if I'm doing it by myself or not. I want to try to get this thing up on top of the hill, which will probably, well, I'll have to build a road, and then it'll probably mean getting it as far as it'll go and chaining it to the machine and dragging it up the rest of the way backwards, because it's just not going to do it. Look at that depressing slew of oil underneath the thing. Oh well, it's not going to rust. Yeah, so the basic idea there is I'm going to attach these here somehow. Both of those right there, and then I'm going to dump the machine into the bucket. It's just so, I have 5 moves now. So pick, sit, pick, sit, pick, sit, pick, sit, pick, dump. That's too much. So I'm just going to put it into the bucket, and I'm going to use it like a little tiny dump truck, and I'm going to run it down, dump it, and back it up. You know, I thought about driving the excavator back and forth, but that's stupid. You know, use the machine with the rubber tires the way God intended. So that's what we're up to today, out here at the river house. Let's go see if I can get this monstrosity off the trailer before the rubber is on the ground. Oh, it's kind of a day of days. I saw how bad, heard all crunching from these planks right here. It's totally my fault. We had a parade, and I let the kids use the trailer, and they had screwed 2x4s to the trailer deck at either end for something. And I ignored them for the winter, and that allowed all the water to run off my bed and collect underneath there, and it rotted out both sides, which is super disappointing because I'd always kept these things Thompson water sealed, and these planks are 17 years old, and then I screwed them up. I don't know, that was a few years ago. I'm over it. So anyways, listening to it go crunchy crunchy, I'm gonna go ahead and flip these around, and there's a brand new wear surface underneath, and since I'm probably gonna haul a big Ford Explorer next weekend, and I don't know, it was time, and I had time, and it's a day of time and pointless crap and flat tires. It's so ridiculous. Go watch the video. Just, yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyways, it's a day of things. So, gonna get this all flipped around, and it will be beautiful. This gives us a good chance to have a peek at the trailer and how it's constructed, and make sure I don't see anything viciously hanky down in there. I don't see any cracked welds or whatnot. I got some bad rust here on the tail, unless I can take these things loose, dry it, wire wheel it, and paint it again. There's not much I can do about it now, so I'll just make note of it. Oh yeah, Dad and I built this years ago. Well, I was mostly just along for the ride, but some people, when they graduate university, they get these wonderful gifts from their family and trips and whatnot. I got a trailer, and it has been the single most useful thing ever. It is the best pulling trailer. It's the best backing trailer. I can put this thing backwards down a twisty, windy road at full speed reverse. This thing is so controllable, so nice. It's got so many miles on it, and it just keeps ticking. As long as I can stop breaking the dang tail lights in the front corners of the fenders. See, there's one over there now. But anyways, yeah, looks good. So I'm going to put the rotten end up here at the front. Unfortunately, this does give me the biggest span of the entire trailer deck is right there. But then on the other hand, I can't really put any weight on them up here. So I hope it's not a mistake. I think it's not. I think it's okay. Well, it's not morning at the river house. I forgot to do a closing vid, so I just went ahead and do a little more, a wrap up the next day. So I just finished bringing a full load of leaves, at least those I didn't fertilize the ditch with, all the way up here to put the fruit trees to bed, or the fruit trees that survived. We had some casualties. While I got light, I'm going to take the case hoe and I'm going to start hauling dirt from down here and putting up there in a bit of a roadway. The idea of dragging the hoe up by myself with a chain and nobody to stop it if the chain were to come loose or break and zippity-doo-dah down the mountain, I chickened out. which is guy speak for I wasn't quite that stupid at that time. But I didn't have enough small rock up there where the link belt sits to build a ramp. So I'm going to haul my extra fruit tree dirt and stack it up there. It does mean that my extra fruit tree dirt will no longer be accessible. But considering just how much of this has to get taken down, I think we're going to be okay. Also, when it comes to building the lawn, which is what that dirt was stocked for, I'll probably go ahead and dig out down below, because I'd love a pond down there, because there just aren't quite enough mosquitoes, and I'd like an opportunity to maybe branch out. You know, there are more diseases than West Nile. Let's not limit ourselves unnecessarily. Let's get some water up here and catch the plague. So anyways, that's what I plan on doing tonight. The issue, of course, is that the hoe with a load of dirt will climb the hill just fine. It will not, however, steer on its way back down. So that's going to be fun. Well, whatever. We do what we must with what we have available to us. Majestic, greasy beast up there. And this majestic, greasy beast down here. America. Anyways, I'm not going to film anymore unless I dump something over a cliff. So, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, so somebody asked me, what am I always listening to? Well, I am kind of addicted to audiobooks. No, I'm not about to recommend Audible to you. I don't have that kind of draw. But, so right now, I just finished up Ready Player One. I have like a week's worth of trash zombie novels. Those are what I consume usually when I'm running. Nothing gets you motivated like the thought of being eaten alive. I really like Ready Player One. I love The Martian. Done all the Fablehaven. That's more for a family kind of thing. And I'm currently on, what do they call it, the Bob, right, where he's the spaceship. And I'm really digging that one too. So that's what I'm listening to.